Looking for unique places to visit in Connecticut? We're going off the beaten path to uncover 10 hidden gems in Connecticut that most tourists miss. From stunning natural wonders to quirky roadside attractions, this video will be your ultimate guide to Connecticut's best kept secrets. Trust me, number 7 will blow your mind. First up, let's explore some of Connecticut's most spectacular hidden natural wonders that are perfect for a scenic day trip or weekend getaway. Tucked away in East Haddam, Devil's Hopyard State Park is a nature lover's paradise. The crown jewel is Chapman Falls, a dramatic 60-foot waterfall cascading over rugged stone ledges. Honestly, the pictures don't do it justice. You need to see this place in person to truly appreciate its raw, untouched beauty. The park has miles of hiking trails for all skill levels, winding through lush forests, bubbling streams, and even a quaint covered bridge. It's the perfect place to unplug, breathe in the fresh air, and let nature soothe your soul. And the best part? It's rarely crowded, so you can enjoy this slice of paradise without battling swarms of tourists. If you're craving a taste of coastal New England charm, set sail for the Thimble Islands. This enchanting chain of over 100 islands dotting the Long Island Sound is like something out of a storybook. You can hop on a boat tour to learn about the island's fascinating history and ecology, cruise past picture-perfect cottages, and maybe even spot some seals basking on the rocks. Feeling adventurous? Rent a kayak and paddle around the islands at your own pace, discovering hidden coves and sandy beaches. There's just something magical about being out on the water, surrounded by these tiny, unspoiled islands that time seems to have forgotten. Connecticut is a state steeped in history, with many fascinating sights that often fly under the radar. Let's uncover some of these hidden historical gems. Ever explored an 18th century prison? Wait for it! Inside a copper mine. At the old Newgate prison in East Granby, you can descend into the depths of America's first chartered copper mine, which later served as a notorious prison for loyalists, criminals, and POWs. As you navigate the damp, dimly lit tunnels, you'll see remnants of mining operations and the grim cells where prisoners were held. The guides do an amazing job bringing the history to life with riveting stories that will make your hair stand on end. It's a one-of-a-kind experience that history buffs and adventurous spirits won't want to miss. Dive into the world of undersea warfare at the Submarine Force Museum in Groton. This hidden gem offers a deep dive, pun intended, into the history of the U.S. submarine force. The showstopper is the USS Nautilus, the world's first nuclear-powered submarine that you can actually board and explore. As you walk through the cramped corridors and peek into the tiny bunks, you'll gain a whole new appreciation for the courage and sacrifice of the submariners who call this vessel home. The museum's interactive exhibits are super engaging too, letting you experience what it's like to steer a sub, launch a torpedo, and more. For those seeking the unusual and downright quirky, Connecticut has some delightful hidden gems that are sure to put a smile on your face. Book lovers, brace yourselves. The Book Barn in Niantic is basically heaven on earth. Picture a whimsical complex of barns, sheds, and gardens, all packed floor to ceiling with over 500,000 books on every subject imaginable. It's like a treasure hunt. You never know what literary gem you might uncover next, whether it's a rare first edition or a childhood favorite. And it's not just about the books. The whole place has this enchanting, eccentric vibe, with resident cats roaming the stacks and goats chomping away in the gardens. Even if you're not in the market for a new read, it's worth visiting just to soak up the unique ambiance and snap some Insta-worthy pics. Ready for a magical scavenger hunt? In the charming town of Putnam, tiny fairy doors are hidden all over, just waiting to be discovered. These miniature, intricately decorated doors are tucked into trees, nestled in storefronts, perched on bridges. You never know where they'll pop up next. Kids absolutely adore searching for these whimsical portals. And honestly, it brings out the kid in all of us. The doors are the brainchild of a local artist, adding a delightful dose of enchantment to this quaint New England town. Strolling around Putnam, peeking into nooks and crannies, you can't help but feel a sense of wonder and joy. Connecticut boasts some stunning architecture, from grand estates to historic bridges. Let's uncover a couple of these hidden structural gems. Step back in time at the West Cornwall Covered Bridge, a quintessential symbol of old New England. Spanning the roaring Housatonic River, this classic red wooden bridge is straight out of a Norman Rockwell painting. The surrounding area is impossibly picturesque, especially in the fall when the foliage erupts into a vibrant explosion of colors. Whether you walk, bike, or drive across, you'll feel transported to a simpler, more romantic era. Fun fact, this bridge is actually one of the last covered bridges in Connecticut, so it's a rare and special sight. It's the perfect spot for a dreamy photo op or a moment of quiet reflection. For a bird's-eye view of Connecticut's breathtaking landscape, head to Hopyard Tower in Simsbury. Perched atop Talcott Mountain, this 165-foot tower offers sweeping panoramic vistas of the Farmington River Valley and beyond. On a clear day, you can see all the way to the Long Island Sound. But here's the catch. To reach the tower, you have to hike up a steep 1.25-mile trail. It's totally worth the effort, though. Plus, the tower has a rich history dating back to 1914, when it was built as a summer home for a prominent Hartford family. Sipping a cold drink in the shadow of the tower after that hike, gazing out at the patchwork of forests, fields, and streams below. It's a moment of pure bliss. So there you have it, 8 incredible hidden gems in Connecticut that most tourists overlook. From the thundering falls of Devil's Hopyard to the echoing caverns of Old Newgate Prison, the literary labyrinth of the Book Barn to the sky-high views from Hopyard Tower, these off-the-beaten-path spots showcase the astonishing diversity and beauty of the Constitution State. They may not get the spotlight like Mystic Seaport or Yale University, but that's what makes them so special. They're unspoiled, authentic, waiting to be discovered by curious travelers like you. So the next time you're planning a trip to Connecticut, consider venturing off the well-worn tourist trail and seeking out these hidden treasures. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. If you enjoyed this virtual tour of Connecticut's hidden gems, smash that like button and let me know in the comments. Which of these spots would you most like to visit? Do you have any other favorite Connecticut hidden gems to add to the list? Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Travel Practical, where we're dedicated to helping you discover extraordinary places, one hidden gem at a time. Until next time, happy travels!